Welcome to Lexington, Kentucky, the Bluegrass State and home to the Kentucky Wildcats. And Big Blue Nation has turned out, revved up, and ready to go. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Volunteers will kick it away first. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. So Kentucky's return man hardly helped out the offense with that one. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a third down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
Kentucky sent out the punting unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He's got great speed. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Tennessee! The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. You think you're getting the offense, the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you? Get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. The kickoff team is out there after that punt return for a touchdown. They'll try to pin him deep. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. And he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown ball. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense too now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pump.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. The snap sets up to throw. Get it out on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. He might just try to keep it away from this guy after a house call came after the first punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Volunteers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And these two electrifying runners can put on a show, guys.
Well, we always talk about the importance of tackling on defense, never more so than a game like this. When you've got two studs in the backfield that can make people look silly, you better bring hats to the football.
Yeah, and you think there'll be a lot of carries today? When you got running backs like this that you can feature, you're going to see them get the football a lot, early and often.
To the air on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. Across the 25, he's got room. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Leaves it with the back. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this...
Touchdown, Volunteers! What a catch and run for 6. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
He's looking to throw it. He finds his man. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Looking for a crease to the left. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Going up top on first down. Gets open down the middle. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
Got it. And now on second down for this offense. Power football with the run. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. They'll ride the hot hand. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field of play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Trying to get to him. Takes the easy one to the back. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Now on third down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Moving out of the pocket. He'll fire to his right. Wide open, he makes the catch. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They say it's still a game of field possession, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Gonna run it. It's Winston. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
How easy was that? I mean, when you got a quarterback that can run design runs like this and get you 5+ yards and make it look that easy, God, it makes it really hard for the defenses to stop.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee! This guy is so slippery, so elusive. He just vaporizes right in front of the defense.
It's crazy. You could play touch football in an elevator and lose to this guy. He's that kind of quick.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 28-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's going to try to return this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. I can't think of anything that frustrates an offensive coordinator more than holding the ball a long time and having no points to show for it, David.
And Reese, first downs, yards, that's not even what they look at anymore. Yards don't really matter. You got to execute those critical areas on the field and get points on the board. Yeah, it was mental errors on that last drive, too, that led to negative plays. They got to get those things erased and pull it back together here on this drive. Go put some points up on the board. When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him think I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page, first down.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. They're facing a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
And I like you got the first down of the drive. So maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. Maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this lead. Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start. No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here. There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Finds a spot in the middle. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Great job by the offense, being patient, understanding when they're in zone coverage. I got to hit those tight windows, make those precise passes to get those big plays.
Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Let's go! He'll just keep slinging it. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing in.
Touchdown, Kentucky! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Lining up to add another. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Army is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up off the canvas before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Auburn. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Going over the top. And it's caught inside the 15. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. He's looking to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, they'll take to the air. Floating away. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. He's looking downfield to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. It is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee, and they'll bring it to the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Got a man in the middle. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. On second down, just keeps firing. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. The Wildcats want to pick up the tempo. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Discretion, the better part of valor, not going to give him a chance to return as they kick it toward the sideline. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Takes the handoff. It's Burgess. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO. In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. And the Vols getting set on 1st and 10. After run, now throw. Got his man downfield. Hauled down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Here's the handoff. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Finds the tight end. Just steamrolling the defense. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Volunteers are threatening in the red zone. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
And how about that? That's 2 really good plays in a row by this defense. They gave up a lot of yards to get down here. Bowing their necks up. It's most important when you get in this area. 2nd and goal now. They get the big stop.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that.
Touchdown Vols! And the pummeling has started. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. This should be the last play of the quarter. They'll leave it with him. At the 35, he's loose. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. This offense has a second down play. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Dumps it off in the flats. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Finds his man, and they convert. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
This Kentucky offense doing work. They're set up with another first down.
Get set, get set.
Now from inside the red zone. Got his man down the middle. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Looking to throw it again. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And the Wildcats have it with a first and goal.
Here we go.
Quickly complete. Touchdown, Kentucky! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going. Maybe you can build it.
Getting set for the point after. Smashes it through for the PAT. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Central Michigan has the lead right now. Mount Pleasant has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They are up by 8 over Ohio. for now, it's back to you fellas. But, of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
They want that clock to run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The Vols will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He looks that one in nicely. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking to move it through the air. It's complete to the right. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago, now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Unloads it left. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Got some room to run. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Offense getting set for first down. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, and you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.